Let me ask you something. Are actions taken by union leadership benefiting you, its members? During the lockdown, on or about 30% of the union staff was laid off and eventually terminated. Some came back, others did not. Now, some of the senior staff did take a pay cut, but after the pandemic, they were paid back that money, plus an increase in pay. Now I ask you, did that benefit you in any way? Only weeks before the contract negotiations started, our president, Fran Drescher, called an emergency meeting of the National Board to discuss extending our National Executive Director's contract. With an 87% vote, they extended his contract for an additional 4 years in order to show solidarity in the current contract negotiations. He had 18 months left on the present contract when the negotiations were only weeks away. There was absolutely no need to do this. But the board bought it, literally, and you paid for it. And that was done by both United for Strength and Membership First board members. To add insult to injury, many members of Membership First were at that time plaintiffs in a lawsuit against Duncan Crabtree Ireland for his breach of fiduciary duty to the SAG-AFTRA health plan, effectively stabbing every senior who got kicked off the plan squarely in the back. Then Duncan Crabtree Ireland negotiated for himself a new salary of $880,000 a year with an additional 20% of his salary for expenses and a 7% cost of living raise each year. Did that benefit you in any way? In 2022, union leadership renewed its lease at 5757 Wilshire for 10 more years at a cool $6 million a year. Then, in spite of 3 years of closed offices in which the union paid tens of millions of dollars in rent, there was a surplus in the coffers. So they bought a building for $46 million plus in cash that sold 6 years prior for $23 million. And this is at a time when the commercial real estate office market is suffering, if not collapsing. Well, they insist that it was a good deal. Did it benefit you? Well, time will tell, but there are many factors at play here that suggest just the opposite. Now, wouldn't that money have been better spent improving membership services? I mean, what's your experience like when you call the union looking for help? Are you tired of these people doing things that do not benefit the membership? I sure am. Don't put the current leadership of Membership First and Unite for Strength or any members of this newly formed uniparty back in office. Vote independent. They have no allegiance to any parties. They care about you, not their own positions of power. These people will work for you. They will dedicate the same energy and passion to working for you that they did to create their own careers. And that's what it takes, folks. That's what we're all about. So, vote independent. Thanks.